Here's the new beginnings. Here's the new beginnings. The pull up so independent. We pull up so independent.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Sloan Blueprint. I am your co-host, Nicole Sloan.
And I'm Eric Sloan.
And we are glad that you've joined us again. We've got another great episode full of laughs and probably some great content that maybe some of you might have missed.
So what we're going to do is probably try to take you back. I ain't going to say way back, but we're going to take you back just a little bit to some previous episodes that some of you may have missed, but definitely some great information that we thought would be advantageous for you to
He won't
hear
use his
again.
big words. Come on, advantageous. Advantageous. Y'all caught that right. But yeah, just to benefit, I think it will benefit all the married couples. We'll talk about marriage and love and communication and the like. And so, as we said, digging back in the archives, and we've got a couple of great couples that are going to give some insight on marriage and love.
Absolutely.
And how they navigate through this thing called marriage.
So stay tuned. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Long story short, I feel like music brought us together because again, we established our relationship as colleagues first, and then we became friends, and we began to work so much together. Yeah. Anita was singing background vocals for Donald Lawrence. Donald is my mentor. Yeah. So I would come to the studio sessions, and we run into each other all the time. We just became closer as friends, and then we started working together on Anita's music, and that's when I started to sense the love bug or the connection, the natural connection that we had. It comes out through the music as well as just the lyrics. A lot of times we're able to work on music together seamlessly because I feel like we're soulmates, and then that helps us develop our music together. So I honestly have to say that music brought us together.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so you didn't chase him or he didn't chase you? Because I mess with her all the time.
You know, I mean,
I don't know if it was a real chase. Rick says that he kind of had eyes for me before I realized it. I just thought he was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
So he's just a really nice guy.
I did like Anita a long time before I let her know that I liked her.
Yeah. So.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sure. Again, she mentioned we were both married and experienced divorce. So when you go through a divorce, the last thing you're thinking about is a new relationship.
Yeah.
So instead of us going, surviving our divorces and going straight into another relationship, we just continue to develop our friendship. And so I can honestly say that we're best friends. Right. We joke around. I think our friendship is the thing that keeps our relationship strong when the marriage gets hard sometimes.
Right,
and we remember that we're friends first.
Yeah.
And we're able to, that's the foundation that we built our relationship on.
So once we went to dinner, and I agreed to go to dinner a few different times, it seems we've been going to dinner ever since.
Really?
Like we have been inseparable, honestly.
Yeah, and it really started as a friendship, though. And, well, I'll say friendship. I knew what I saw, and I knew what I had experienced in those few days. She said I was in the friend zone. I was like her Atlanta buddy.
But friendship to me is important in a
It
relationship.
is.
So I didn't know he could be my friend.
It's very important.
Yes, I mean, that was key for me. If I was ever going to be anything else, it had to start with being a good friend.
Right.
Like, do I love you when I feel like I don't like you at the moment? Excuse me. So that was important to me.
Very important.
And I think that sometimes we skip steps and don't figure that out, and then we end up in an unhealthy space. So
That's true.
That was key for me.
So, saying some of that, so how has your team become, or how have you both become stronger being together?
I think that having somebody in your life that will be honest and tell you the truth. So many people surround themselves with yes people or fans or people that they pay that's on payroll, so they gonna say whatever you want them to say. So when you have somebody in your life that will, whether you want to hear it or not, tell you the truth about yourself or be honest with you and say, hey, I'd rather have somebody tell me, your slip is hanging or you ain't, you're not on point, than just continue to pat me on my back and tell me I'm this wonderful person, or you know. So I think that having her in my life and our team unit, one of the main factors that I'm grateful for is to have somebody that we can, you know, be honest with each other. It's not always easy to hear the truth, not on my end or her end. When I'm in reverse, when I might be telling her something, but I think the reason our team is strong is because we're honest with each other, sometimes brutally honest.
And I appreciate our strengths and our weaknesses. I think it's important to balance that and to offset that with your partner, with your spouse, with your life partner. So it's good to walk through life to know that things that I'm not so great at, you know, at doing, or even, you know, we talk about discipline and those intangibles that are so important. He's able to offset or just be a good example.
And then she taught me how to be a better parent. So we're both co-parenting, and that's not something I had experienced. It doesn't come with, kids don't come with instructions, but once you're divorced and now you're starting a new situation, I definitely didn't have any experience there, and had not seen it in an effective household. So she was definitely instrumental in that piece.
Wow.
Oh, that must have been a good one.
Well, I guess I'll skip the gift.
Yeah. Look, go on in there.
Yeah, so for me, I learned what I didn't want.
Yes.
I learned what I did not want, and it made it clear for what I knew that I had to have. Not have perfection in the things that I wanted to have, but someone that was willing to work towards it. I used to have this mentality that was like, I don't chase them, I replace them, like, you know, when I was younger. And that's a very immature way to think. And I've evolved from that. And he's helped me with that because he has a stick and stay type of attitude. So I learned that as much as we talk about the chase, you know, most times somebody's chasing one more, or somebody has more of an affinity for one than the other. That's equal for us. Like, we both want to be in this relationship. We both want to be married to each other. So we continue to do the work and realizing that marriage is work. Like, it really is work, you know?
It is.
Because in my past relationships, sometimes it was a monkey in a wig type of day, you know, and even during those moments, you have to continue to do the work. And sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, like, am I really gonna be married to this? And we can exaggerate instances where it's not even that big of a deal. So I learned from my past relationship what I didn't want. I learned more about myself, taking a break to be single and just getting my heart aligned with where it needed to be and exposing any baggage before moving on into a new relationship so that I could be more fresh for him. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't come with flaws.
Absolutely.
Like, it doesn't mean that I don't have things that I'm still working towards. Like you guys say, you know, you do the work. We do the work, you know, whatever that looks like. We continue to do the work. And so I think I learned, most importantly, not to quit.
I'm intentional about, you know, peeling from that office and just kind of turning it off. It is hard to do because being a small business owner, I don't have a huge staff, you know. I said it jokingly a second ago, but it's joking with facts, as Pastor Clay Evans used to say. Because, yeah, I just have a lot to do on my plate, so I try to balance that. And I try to be intentional. Most days I try to be intentional around 6 p.m. To shut it down and turn my mind off and go upstairs and, you know, get ready for dinner and chill and watch movies and do what we do and just make sure that I come and check on him during the day as well.
She does.
You know, I try to keep that balance.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah. Balance for me, I'm still learning balance, so I can't even give you a full educated answer on that. I'm still trying to learn balance because, well, the reason mine is a little bit different. I had so much inventory that I put towards music that I didn't let my brain venture off into other things, and now I'm at the age where I'm trying to balance off my music career from other things that I really want to do, or other things I really want to invest in, or just things I want to do. So balance for me was trying to cut off the music, that goes through, because I believe that 90% of my brain is song lyrics.
Wow.
And everything, you know what I'm saying? And I think in song lyrics, so my balance is trying to cut off the music that I hear in my ears probably the majority of the day, and try to be able to, you know, do other things, spend time with my family and wife and my daughter and all of that. So yeah, we both trying to balance.
With the pandemic and everything that we've seen and gone through over the past few years, I mean, it's extremely important to take every moment very serious.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
With family, friends, especially loved ones, we just always make certain that we're present. We oftentimes, I mean, just because of business owners, always looking for what's next or setting goals to get here, or the journey will end or get closer to the end once we get this accomplished. But really just taking advantage of each day is been something that we've been, enjoy the moment. She says that all the time.
Cherish the moment.
Now.
Now.
Yeah, the power of now. Yep, the power of now.
See?
We talk about that all the time, and I have to be more conscious of it myself because you know you're going, preparing for what's next, and you want to corral everyone and make certain that they're doing what they need to, but just stopping for a second and taking advantage of each moment.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that now. No opportunity wasted.
Yep. There you go.
It's like you guys.
He was waiting too. He was ready. I like that. I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed going back and listening to those couples. That was some good information. Great episode. Yeah, I think it was a great. And we hope y'all thought it was a great episode. I guess it don't really matter what we think, huh? Yes, it does. But I enjoyed that. You know, again, it kind of gives us more to work toward, and then some. I don't know about you now, but it made me think about some things that I need to know. I need to improve or work on.
I think it just gives a different perspective because you may start one way in a relationship, but things change, and then you can pivot and come back and do some other things. So the couples, I love some of the things that they said as it relates to their relationship. So both were married at one point, and then it didn't work out, but then they still were able to find love.
Right, and I think they both couples had that in common. I believe, and so that was a really good thing to just see how, as you said, they learn from it's like they learn from their mistakes or their past relationships, and were able to bring those mistakes or even the things that they learned from those marriages. They were able to merge and kind of know what to do and not to do going forward in their new relationships.
And to grow.
And to grow.
And as they can grow in their relationships and not allow the past to hinder their present, and then also as they move forward into their future.
Yep, great point.
So that was beautiful.
It was. So hey, we want y'all to stay tuned for more with the Sloan Blueprint. Subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. What's the other one?
And then we're also on Spotify,
That's the one I
Apple
always miss.
Podcasts, and Anchor Podcasts as well.
Yes.
So on all social media platforms.
Yes.
And
we are thesloans.com. Remember, boss times two. Boss times two. Come on, Eric. Boss times two. Boss times two. Y'all purchase boss times two merchandise as well on wearethesloans.com.
Boss.
All right then. But we are so glad that you've joined us. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Sloan Blueprint.
Here's the new beginnings. Here's the new beginnings. The pull up so independent. We pull up so independent.